All right, so today, April 8th, is my 58th birthday. So it's pretty cool. Time flies. So that's what we're on. So we're going to look at something real quick here, which is to retest Model 3 of the 1631. So 1631, if you're going to get one, you want the Model 3, Model 4. The board's shorter. Yep. So we're going to look at that. Put this aside. Something else I got to do. All right. Let's do a quick little testing here. So I sell these partials because everything on the bottom is different. Top cover is the same. Screws are in the same spot for the top cover. Just I think this is the Model 3. I don't remember which one. One of these is a Model 3, one is a Model 4. And even those are different. Model 3, Model 4. The metal's different. See it? 1, 2. This piece is different right here. Which is the one I sold here. Hold on. I just need to do a reconfirm video. So I'm always working, even on my day, even on my birthday. VA3. Which one? It's the one that this one. This is my VA3. VA4 is here. So there's a few different boards for these. 1631s is, I would rather get the original high definition graphics one, 1601. But if you're going to get one of these ones, these are the two to get, I think. There's also a VA0, a VA1, a VA2. There's a VA2.3 that's got a Yamaha chip on it, sound chip. And then there's the dreaded VA 1.8. And then the VA3 and VA4. I believe that's the whole alphabet of those. Or numbers, I should say. Let's see if we can plug this in. Oh, I was hoping I was going to be able to use this. There we go. Alright, so we're going to reconfirm this. And we'll go on some of the stuff later. I'm not sure what I'm doing today. Alright, so I need power and video. And then you need a game. You need power, video, and you have to have a game that works. Got it. So we're in there. Normally this would have been taken out. All the other boards are out, except for these two, because they're different. It's easier just to sell the whole case, so someone doesn't have a problem. Just had somebody else didn't heed my warning about a specific SEGA Saturn bottom cover, and I just got a message saying, "Oh, this doesn't fit." I even have my finger pointing on a exact spot. Oh, I didn't know there was more than one Model 1. Yeah, there is. So, let me get some power. Oh, I need video. The LED cover. What am I missing here? Something's not right. See, sometimes when I'm testing, I learn something. I think I look at the other one for a second. So this fully works, but there might be a however on there. And there is. I didn't notice it until right now. So I have to let this buyer know that there's a couple things going on. That's why I retest it. I know it fully worked before. And now I have an issue. Unexpected. The LED light's not working. I just noticed it. I never noticed it before. These have the LED right on the board. So some games are harder to play than others. Marco is a hard game to play. I always forget to check the reset button too. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to refund this person because I didn't realize the LED button. Huh? Yeah, we'll do it in a little bit, Mom. I'm just doing something right now. A little later on.
Want to go to bed?
Yeah, no, it's fine. We'll do it later on. These are hard to find games, but these are actually replicas. I didn't miss the LED light problem. These three, Splatterhouse 1, 2, and 3. Let's go back on the drawing board on this one. A couple things I didn't realize. Here I'm saying it fully works, and now I don't know if this controller works though. I'm sure it did though. Should start. Plays the game. I just didn't notice that the LED wasn't working. So there's something wrong with that controller. Start button. Start. These are the sidewinders. Yeah, I must have not noticed the LED. It does play the game. The LED light doesn't work. Yeah. Stage 1, mansion floor. SEGA spawn. Again, it's just sidewinders. This controller's not working either. This control doesn't work. Some of it does, but not. Interesting. Alright, so we're gonna have to. Now we're gonna take these boards out and just sell them for parts because it does work, but it's not working completely. I gotta find another controller. Let's try a different game. Play around for a minute. Splatterhouse 2. See this one. It's been 3 months. I don't think there's a Splatterhouse 1. I never found. But if you get these original, they're really expensive. But these are. And this is like a Zelda of SEGA, Crusader of Century. And then This one has all the stuff on it. Are these deal? I know I thought I fully tested this one too, but my controllers, I need a controller that works. Okay. Striking out my controls right now. So that's the Splatterhouse 2. Back to Marco again. I think all Sega games are sidewinders, unless you get the Sega CD games. Those got some sort of a like mini movies to them. Pretty cool. So this one, the start button works, but the movement. The other one, the start button doesn't work. This is, again, just a sidewinder. Should do more. Should be some jumping involved. You can pick up a balloon. I think you can go up in the air. Wow, I guess I'm glad I retested this, so. So I'll just refund the guy and then we'll just sell this for parts. Because it's got issues. Didn't I? Oh. So it kind of works most of the time, but did freeze there. So that's why I said 1631s are really hard. Your best bet is to get yourself a original high def 1601 with the high def on the top cover. That's the original one. Alright, so we're gonna pull this then. I'll have to refund the person. We're just gonna sell the board as parts. This one. This is the Model 4. I think this one I know had an issue, but we'll revisit again for why we're doing this. See the LED light? Stays right there. This one, so normally it'll turn black screen without a game on it. What was wrong with this one? I have each one of these listed, but one of them was for parts. Just didn't play the game. A lot of times these have that static to them. The other versions, the VA0, VA1, 2, they all have that little, so it's like a background static. So yeah, this one didn't, and this one has a video issue. That one is listed that way though. But this one, the LED looks like it got smashed. I didn't even notice it. Besides this one, make sure the games also have to work too. So sometimes it'll play a lesser game. Like Marco is a hard game to run. If there's anything wrong with them, it won't run it. These games are not as bad. No same deal. So now, okay, it's negative on those two. We're going to look at, this is an adapter. And there's 2 pins on the bottom. Sega Saturn, which looks very similar, it's 3 pins. This is the adapter. It goes that way. So that's what those are. Just pull these. Now let's leave them in the case. Because in order to get the motherboard, you need to have the rest of it. So now I have 2 of them. Let's look at, somebody asked me about it's good to double retest stuff. It's possible. It's not working, but not all the way. Not as I had it listed anyway. Bummer. Try. I have 3 of the other models right here. Marker was really the one I liked today. Of course, the power supply is different. A 1601 has the yellow tip. I mean, not 1631 rather. Just get those back. 1601 is bigger. I know the power supply works. So there's the original motherboards. The high definition graphics, and then there's the VA7 boards, which has the port on here, and then there's the other ones that are not VA7 and not high definition graphics. So you got to get each one's different inside too. See how it's different. Somebody asked me if I had one of these with power issues, but I think they all just had no video. So the power plug on the VA7 is here. You're not going to see the LED light because it connects to the top cover. However, unexpected. I always blow on the end of the cartridge. I don't know if this adapter is the correct one. This in the back. So I got 3 of them. Buyer wanted a VA7 that was no power and in good shape, and I'm like, I don't have that. So yeah, they're not really that good shape. I need to see if I get one. I think this cable is not right, but we can do another option. I've got another connector. It should be the right one. I'm not positive. I got one more right here. Let's try this one. Try to detail even for parts things as much best I can. Pretty sure this power supply worked. I know I have one that does work, so let me try that one. Alright, so this one is not high definition graphics, as you can see, and it's not a VA7. It's all the others, as I call them. See how it's separate like this? Not high definition graphics because there's no extra port there, and not VA7 because the power plug is here. I know this one works, so let's regroup here for a minute. I need to get a working one before we go anywhere for these. Got a little check mark on it, so we know this one works. See right there, it's different. So when you open, it's like anything else, you gotta open up your thing, find out what's inside. Just like that guy with the Sega Saturn bottom case, he didn't look inside. My main photo has my finger pointing on the difference, and yet he missed all of that and just ordered it as a Model 1 thinking they were all the same, and now I have to try to deal with it. I don't take returns anymore, especially if it's a buyer mistake. It's a lot of work, man. So now I'm thinking it's the power supply. It used to work. Flip. I'll have to skip this one then. I'm not sure about that. Let's see what's a little bit more. Need another power supply. It did fall, so maybe I broke it. We'll turn this day into a little bit of a SEGA day. Sounds like fun. I haven't played around SEGA in quite some time, so always room for SEGA. Let's try this again. Something just happened to that power supply, I think. I should see a black screen here. I don't. Why am I not seeing it? I know this one works. Let's check it out here. My good tester. I use these for SEGA. I got some SEGA CD stuff. Gotta have one of these that works. And you still want to use the original. What the flip? Okay, I'll get another one. I got some more. Around here somewhere. What's that? Yeah, I'll get one for you. Not right now. Alright. Alright. Try another power supply. Let's try another one. Go back and retest them all, figure out what's going on with those. So I struck out twice. Power. There we go. Oh, I had the switch wrong. See, now it's turned to black screen. So now I got power. One of these ways, I guess. The off is that way. On or off? I can't remember. That's on. That's off. Let's get somewhere here for a minute. There we go. All right. Now we're back in business. I got it. So let's go back to retest this now. Okay. So it wasn't a video problem. It was my power supply. So I want to make sure this works. One of these I wasn't getting sound out of when you adapt it from one to the other. I think this is the one. Let's see if this has sound. We don't hear it until... See, this doesn't have sound. For some reason, this one power adapter, it's not this one here. This has got a problem. I don't know why, but it does. But we can use this one. All right, let's go back to this. This is my working one that I use. Cool. Now we should have sound. All right, so now let's test the VA7s. Everything else works now, so that we're in business. I was going back to these, is what I was going back to. Can't see how the port is on here. VA7. But not high definition graphics. This was actually the last board because the other one, it still had the cable on the outside hanging out there. So power is this way. So maybe this doesn't have power. You should see that turn black. But I don't. But I didn't really have one in good shape anyway, so that's 2 refunds today. But I'd rather do the refund now than have any sort of problem later. So this one I don't think has power. Come on. We know everything else works because we just tested it. Power, huh? I thought they did. That's weird. There's 2 with no power. So the buyer wanted a parts one, but he specified it has to have no power and not no video because it's maybe easier to fix. So as far as I know, both of those have no power. This one is not too bad a shape compared to this one, but even this one is just some edge stuff, no big deal. But it's parts, so can't make them. This one I wrote on it, no NB is no boot. So let's see if this does what it's supposed to do. Yeah, I see black screen. So those 2 have no black screen. I don't have the connection, so I don't know if they have power or not. Those 2. I wasn't aware that I had ones that had no power. Now I know. This one won't play the game, especially not Marco. It would have to play one of the weaker games, like a original. I don't have it here now. Original Sonic plays a lot easier than if you try to play Sonic 2. A lot of the old motherboards won't handle it. Sometimes it'll play Sonic 1 though. If I had it in my hand, I would try it. Sonic 1 is a less, I don't know, complicated game, so it plays easier. But this one doesn't boot. I had an NB, no boot. I do remember that. So now we're where I want to be. And if I find I can do this. Let's do this. Hold on. Something else will do. While we're playing around here. Alright, so anyway, let's see if this has really got power or not. Is to have the LED light. This one we know power's on because the screen changes color. But they slide it through. But these you can take the cover off. Looks like somebody melted it on there somehow. Shoot. The LED light's right here. Usually these open. But somehow somebody... I was going to take it off, put this off. But anyway, normally we'd go... Trace go this way. And the wire... go this way. I just want to check the light. They stick through. Long pole is positive. Is that correct? One of these is longer than the other. This is how they have it on there, just stuck through like this. Not as easy to do as... I got one in there. I just want to see the LED light come on. And then I'm going to do it for those over there. I keep missing it. I keep missing this one. Did I get him in there? No, I missed that one again twice. Oh, it bent on me, that's why. Yeah, so these, the LED light is on the cover. So the high definition graphics top cover, that red piece doesn't come off. It does for this one though. Usually, but not now. Somebody glued something there. Can't see it. Yeah, this comes off. This piece of red cover comes off. The one that says high definition graphics, it doesn't come off. This one does, but somebody looks like they melted it over there for some reason. Red lung, I can't see where it is. There it is. It's on the edge. Yeah, they just got lazy and decided just to stick the legs through the cable and call it a day. That's how they did it. That one goes there. Can't get the second one in. All I want to do is just test the LED. I think I got it now. Or not. Shoot. This isn't working out like I hoped it would. It'd be easy if I could pull the whole thing out, but I can't get it. I have another one of these somewhere. I have to put the first leggings because it's longer than the second leg. And then I have to angle it to get the second leg in, and I keep missing that one. You can't see it from there. Let's see if I can find another one. Pull the LED out. Make it easier. Alright, for now we're just gonna have to go with the fact that this one, I can tell it has power. It's not booting, as we said here. So I get the black screen there. These other two, I get no power. I know everything else works. I mean, it could still be the video problem. I am going to find, I have a separate LED light somewhere. I can stick through this. So this one would be the same thing. Connected, it should go to no signal. It doesn't. So I want to think, my assumption is there's no power. Same with this one. But I'm not positive. Until I get an LED light to there. Same deal. Oh, see, this one changed on me. See the change? So this has power. Before it didn't. And it works. This one. Well, better than... You hear a little bit of static? In the background static? So this kind of works. So I can let the first buyer know I have one that does have power and has video. But hear the static? Huh, it's pretty creepy. Oh, that's cool. This one kind of works. Some static. Okay. Leave it at that. This one has no power. This one has no power. No power. Can offer one that kind of works. That's what we'll do.